I'll move very fast to the issue of foreign teachers. We have 10 that you have presented in front of us, and 8 of them are lecturers. What special and scarce skills are they providing in the institution that was not found in the country? Out of all 8, which special skills do they provide that was the scarce skill that you could not find in the country, that you had to go outside the country and get them? 8 are from Zimbabwe.
Can you give coverage, please?
No, thanks very much, ma'am. If you look at the 8 of them, they were employed somewhere around 2022. Indeed, you are correct, they're not providing any scarce skill.
Not all of them were employed in 2020. There's the recent one, 2020, 2023, 2022.
Yeah.
All 8, they don't provide any scarce skills. It's Bachelor of Engineering, honors, Bachelor of Science, honors in Agriculture. There's nothing that is rare and not found in the country. If I may ask, why did they get the first preference rather than filling the gap of the unemployment that we're facing as the country? I'm speaking of 8 people that are employed, not providing anything that is different from what we have and from what we can offer. Seated there trying to give reasons. What would have been a better reason to get a foreign person to come be a lecturer, having a diploma in education, whereas we have produced more than 5,000 of those in our universities, and they are out there unemployed? Irregardless of the year, 2022, 2018, 2016 is the same thing to me. What was the logic behind it?
No, thanks very much, ma'am. I'm willing to go back and check with HR records to check why they were employed. I'm seated now, ma'am. I don't have any explanation that I can provide why they were not employed, why they were employed, ma'am. I accept that there's no special skill or scarce skill that we're providing, but I don't have reasons why I'm seated now, ma'am.
There are 2 that I would want to get clarity also about. The contract that ends in November this year, ASD Research. This person's contract is ending now, and you have them as a research team with BCom, Honors, Masters of Commerce. Same question. So you can't respond to it as if I'm talking about something that happened in 2023. This must be a recent contract. What led to these 2 appointments?
Okay, no.
Because there is nothing special about this. Maybe you can talk about the trade certificate, the automotive diploma in motor engineering, but I'll also further ask, did you exhaust finding a candidate in South Africa rather than jumping to another Zimbabwean? This is the 8th one. And 2, I'm not being xenophobic, I'm just trying to address a question that we have.
No, correct, ma'am. ASD research, ma'am. I'm advised by HR here that it was council resolution that that person must be appointed.
It was advised by
HR here that it's a council resolution that the ASD research must be appointed or must be given a contract.
Oh, it means the chair can answer and give clarity on this one.
Thank you very much for that. The decision was taken based on the fact that we needed the office, and the contract it had come to our attention through the accounting officer that no, this contract is ending. Then we said, okay, don't extend it for the full term. While we're trying to find a person, just extend for 6 months. And then in the process of finding, that the person who can replace. That was the basis as to why we extended the contract.
So how far is the process at the moment in replacing this after this extension?
I cannot confirm the details now.
Can we get those details, please?
Thank you so much, Honorable Member. I think the advert was supposed to be out by August. I think we can check the progress with the HR. It was advised that we issue the advertisement. The post also is not on a PPN post. It's a college council post. It's funded by the college council funding. So it's a post that we cannot advertise permanent, but however, consider it on a contract base. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. So, do you understand the Public Service Act? What is that? Oh, the Employment Service Act. What does it say on employment of foreign nationals? Yeah, HR ke yone I get ke mango HR ko. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Chair. It indicates that foreign national must have permanent resident or a visa for a special skills before being appointed.
And on this, was it the research? What is that? Is it R&D? This one? What is this?
Research. Assistant Director, Research.
Yeah. What process did you follow there?
Chair, we did recruitment and selection process, and then candidates were shortlisted, and then we also conducted interview before appointing. However, we did not go outside that process to look for South Africans that are qualifying. I think that was our error on our side,
No.
Chairperson.
So you don't understand this Employment Service Act? I think it's Section 5. You can I want to read it for you because it's very concerning that you had HR. A person who was supposed to follow this act to the letter. It's an employment act. And you are an employer. You are now umakhulubasi, but you don't understand what laws or processes to follow. It's a big worry for me. We would want Section 5. Let me try and, is it 8? 8, Section 8. Yeah, employment of foreign nationals. I'm going to read it for you. It says 8.1. An employer may not employ a foreign national within the territory of the Republic of South Africa prior to such foreign national producing an applicable valid work permit issued in terms of the Immigration Act. That is one. Right? 2, it says the minister may, after consulting the board, make regulations to facilitate the employment of foreign nationals, which regulations may include the following measures. A, the employer must satisfy themselves that there are no other persons in the Republic with suitable skills to fill a vacancy before recruiting a foreign national. Do you understand what does that mean? What does it say? What does it mean? What does it mean? You don't have to answer. I can see you understand now, because in any case, it's illegal of what you guys did. It's against the law. Yeah, the Employment
Correct,
Service
Chair.
Act.
Correct, Chair.
It's against the law. And I'm busy with the security class on getting people who continue to break the laws of South Africa arrested. And most of them are at universities. Many of them. And many of them are hidden through something, Mampi, they call the postdocs. So they no longer employ lecturers. They go to postdocs, postdoctoral people, yeah, and then put them there to do. And then if you go there, I can tell you now, the work that we've been doing, we're getting, there will be no less than 70% Mampi of postdocs being foreign nationals in South Africa. So we're not targeting, we're not xenophobic. For now, we're elected here to go protect the citizens of this country, to protect the law, adhere to the law. The law says, Section 8(2)(a) tells you that there can be no justification for you to do what you did. Tomorrow when you go and open cases, you will say Ralizonda. No. That table has got interest there at Khertsiban. That's what you guys say, Mos. Like these other ones of construction city, they wrote to the speaker last week about me. I'm asking a person who got 42 guilty, 42 charges guilty of gross negligence, writes and says, I'm targeting her. Njani ngoku? Honorable Ngubane.
Yeah, Chair, thank you very much. I'll have a few questions as well. I think one of the things, Chair, when we come here now, we must come with a van and police. Because we're tired of people who are breaking the law and keep on saying, it was an error. This thing of saying it was an error, people are employed. These guys, they earn millions, some of them. But they're busy breaking the laws of the country. They've created us much and much on all those things, who have now become the upholder of South African law, surpassing all of us, because you guys are failing to uphold the law of the country. So you've given leverage. Now much and much is working very hard. He's an upholder of the law, working side by side with Home Affairs because of you guys who are neglecting your duties. Chair, let me check. Principal, on your slide 8 to 9, it says your GBV that the chair spoke about. It says that there are no incidents, I think, for a long period, but all of a sudden it says you don't have a policy, you don't have tools of measurement, you don't have whistleblowing, you don't have even facilities, counseling facilities or anything to try and measure your GBV. How then do you keep on getting these no incidents? What tools of analysis or input that tells you that your institution is a clean one? It doesn't have GBV. There's no GBV here. When you don't even have a policy that measures that, not even a whistleblowing, not even a facility maybe for counseling or for training kids about GBV. So what it is that tells you that you have no incidents in your TVET college of the GBV?
Thank you so much. Honorable Member, can I request the Student Support Manager to respond on my behalf on this one? Thank you.
Student support.
Good afternoon, honorable members, SRC and staff members. What we are doing in student support services from last year, we've got plans for GBVF campaigns. We have reached a total of 6,800 last year. We do a lot of campaigns with Siriti, your DSD, and many other stakeholders. And we've got higher health on site. We've got a campus care worker based at Sibanesetu. They run quite a number of campaigns to make an awareness for GBVF. We also work with the Department of Health to ensure that we have a lot of campaigns. We also have in place now the policy that went on consultation. We have also liaison officers, academic support services, that one of the key responsibilities is to ensure that all those students who are reporting any other matter related to gender-based violence and femicide, they are referred either to the Department of Health. We outsource most of our services because we do not have social workers, but the Higher Health also gave us a social worker at Evander campus that services all our campus. We also have a counselor based at Standard 10 campus. That is basically what we are doing. But our gender-based violence and femicide plan, it goes across for the whole year. Any other incident that will or might be reported, we do counseling, we do referrals. We also outsource outside psychologists and we pay them as a college because we don't have a psychologist that is based at the college, but at Mpumalanga we've got one psychologist, which makes it difficult for her to cover all our campuses. That is basically what we can say and what we are doing.
Okay, I'm asking again, how are you making kids aware? Like a whistle blowing, that this is a police, this is how you report GPV anonymously, you are protected if a lecturer has abused you. You're telling me about a plan and campaigns and all those stuff. I'm asking, here is a little girl that has a problem with the lecturer, knows that this guy is abusing me. I want to report him, but the moment I report him, I'm gonna fail this course or I have to change the TVET college. What are the reporting mechanisms you have anonymously, whistleblowing, everything that will protect anyone who is reporting this GBV, including the plan that of the police that needs to be approved by the council that doesn't exist. So what is the plan of protecting these people so when they report the GBV?
Okay, I'm hearing your questions, honorable member. Hence, I said there are plans in place, and during our induction and orientation, that's where we speak about the gender-based violence and how and when do we report. But some of the measures that you are indicating now as a college is part of the policy that went on consultation. But in our induction and orientation, it really assists also if there are issues.
So which means the policy they don't have, you guys, you don't have a policy, you don't have even a whistleblowing. So how do you measure yourself that now on this no incident, it's really because of no incident? Because it means the reason you have no incidents because you don't hold the people accountable, no one is reporting it. So you're just busy clapping hands that you have no incident, but you have nothing that assists you for reporting and holding people on account on the GPV. So you are misleading yourself. They didn't do even, on students, you do what you call an assessment. You send an assessor, please, when you do those things, you say, explain how are we doing. A survey or surveying to tell you that really with no incident you are doing work. That's on survey. You will get the result that you are not doing anything about it.
So let's ask it differently. And the point is not to catch you out, but the point is to understand where our problems might be. As I've said earlier on when we opened, we said GBV for us is a very serious thing. And it's one of the most underreported cases generally. Now, so you are saying in 2025, or are you saying in 2026, you had no cases? Or what was the answer? What was the question? No cases in 2026? No cases in 2025? When was the last case you had?
I think I'll ask the campus manager of Balfour, because we had a case in Balfour concerning a lecturer, but the principal spoke to that case that it was closed and the person was not found guilty.
Yeah, let me, you see, so let me tell you why you don't have cases. For a alleged victim to come out against the lecturer, it's a huge step. I mean, I'm not a female, but I can tell you, I do a lot of research. These ones, they laugh at me when I tell them that when you see me going out in places where they only open at night, I'm not going there to be busy with other wrong things. I'm there to do research on human behavior especially. Yeah. And in my interaction with these young ones, it comes out that sometimes these young ones get sexually harassed. But they can't say because the person who has harassed them has got some standing in society. Might be a school principal when they were in high school, or a teacher when they were in high school, or an uncle at home who's working, or a mureki, somebody who buys them alcohol, or a lecturer who can decide whether they progress academically or not. So those are the people with a huge standing in society. So for this person to stand up and report this case, it's like moving a mountain. So you are saying the one in Balfour, what happened is the person was found not guilty. Let me tell you, in the eyes of this particular child, and possibly every other young girl at Balfour, or even the entire Hartsibande, what that decision would have meant. And I'm not saying treat people differently because they are male. I'm not saying so. But from where they are sitting, the system chose an easy way out. The system chose to be on the side of a lecturer. So this is where this child is possibly sitting. I don't know the facts. Trust me, I don't want to entertain the facts at this point. But one of the reasons why you are not getting cases being reported might be your students have lost confidence on you handling their cases.